We're going to do the top part first, and we're going to only go about that far, so just in the flat area, because this area is going to need heat, the heat gun, and I'll need to trim it as well. So we laid down some staples right on this edge around. So now I sprayed more adhesive on this edge, and then I'm going to flip it totally around and start trimming this. I'm very impressed with this. I haven't even used the heat gun. Look at this. It's very pliable around these corners, so very happy with that. This little wrinkle where it was folded, I couldn't get away from that. There was a fold everywhere, and you can't tell where that bit was. Flip around and look. Now I've gotten this little edge. Now we're going to face it with a razor right here. I think it looks pretty freaking good. I think it looks freaking awesome. Is that seam went away. You can barely see it, especially at any kind of angle. There's a little dent. I kind of knew about that, but I didn't really think it mattered because that's where my phone holder goes. Anyway, much better than the bumps that were on the old one. Now we're working on this thing. The map compartment needs to be cleaned up, so I took the springs out from the other side, and now I'm taking these screws out, and then I can clean it and dye it nicely. I'm tempted to put something else here besides this map compartment, though. I don't know. Wow, it's stuck there. I don't know, for 50-something years old or 50 years old, it's not horrible. I'll probably just clean it up, dye it again. I think it'll work. Once I clean it up, dye it again, tuck these in, put new springs on the back, it'll be alright. It's actually in pretty darn good shape. Alright, so got it on there, all in one piece. Now, because this is 3 pieces, now I can build this piece a lot easier than doing it in the car, or at least get it, where it bolts up against these things, or these panels. So, this is much nicer working in the shade and not in the car for this piece right here. So I ordered 12 by 24 inch ABS 1/8 inch plastic that I can bend and heat. And so the plan is to basically bend it into this shape here and have tabs that'll come out. Then basically this paper piece that I made with fiberboard or whatever the hell it is going to be the template for where I cut the hole for the stereo. So basically this will be made out of ABS, and it'll fit better than this. But anyway, it'll come at this normal angle, but then we have this weird angle for Corvettes where everything's pointed down, and we want the radio to point this way. So what's going to happen is this is going to, if you see, this curves forward, and I got some repairs here to do as well. So when this is in there, it'll curve forward. And what I've done here is cut out this slot here for the radio to fit inside. Okay, so you know, I'm getting there, and I'm liking it a lot. The more I mess with it, the more I think I'm gonna need the ABS and do fiberglass. So this little piece of tape here is just squashing it together, because when it's actually in there, it squashes together where these bolt holes line up perfectly. If I don't put that piece of tape there, then it like relaxes and leaves a gap on either side, which if I don't get it perfect, then my measurements are going to be way off when I go to actually build this thing. And I want it to be one piece, and if, as you can tell from the viewpoint here, when you're sitting in the car, you're looking at this angle, and if you notice, I can see the entire screen from this angle. Even from higher, I can see the entire screen. So that's perfect. I mean, I can live with that. This little section here, like I said, I want this all to be one piece. So right now it's a bunch of little pieces, and once I get the ABS in the mail Friday, I got a 12 by 24 inch, 1/8 inch thick ABS, and it can be molded with a heat gun, like on the corner of a table. You can bend it and like tweak it a little bit before I wrap it. And this isn't wrapped, this is just tape, just to give me an idea of what this thing might look like. So this was the double din that I had in there, and I had this wrapped in vinyl, and I have my old double din in there with 2 gauges. And yeah, I'm still not lined up good. Oh, because my tape fell off, that's why. I need to whittle on it a little bit right here with a angle grinder and open it up a little bit, because it's not fitting real good, but it's not bad. It's real close to where I want it. And then we're gonna close this gap here, and this will become one piece with all this. So no stereo, this will be all part of it, and that way I'll be able to install this, and then you know, install the gauges, the power to the gauges and everything through this hole and through that gap right there. I'll take those 3 screws out, and this whole compartment will come off. Then I'll be able to wire everything, and then when I put it back together again, this will all be one piece. Those holes there, you know, they're not going to be seen. This lines up and hides everything like that, and as long as I can bolt this somehow, because I don't want to take off and have it flying, so this has got to get bolted down somehow. And what I might end up doing is cutting a little gap right inside this, so that the screen will go in a hair bit. That will keep it from flopping forward, and then maybe a couple screws down here. I have mounts right here, metal mounts that I can bend, and there's also some screw points there. So wish me luck. You know, this is just mocking up what I want it to look like, and then we'll get the ABS and probably fiberglass in the end. And got to get a little bit of extra effort on these wrinkles here, but they don't look too bad, especially when the pillars come down on top of them. It covers this whole corner right here on both sides, and that's a bubble. I just need a couple staples in there and a little bit more glue.